Ryan.
We're in the Central Computer Mesa?
Yeah, I guess so. We're going to access it?
Yeah, we wrote on that, we just wrote on that,
Disk thing?
yeah, on the line, the web. Yeah.
Yeah, we're representing Pajanime 2. We're representing Kingdom Hearts 2.
We're representing. We reppin' straight Pajanime.
Yeah!
It's
DJ
the MCP!
K-Snow and our pal, y'all!
This is what the MCP looks like, by the way, Kyle. I don't think you've seen him yet, so... Hello, user! He's like Shron, or he's like Zordon. He's a big red Zordon. Shit, it's Riker. Red alert!
Hang on, that voice.
Yeah, I can Google it for you, but he's a notable actor.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure they got the actor from the movie, or if they didn't,
that was going to be my next question. Is it the same guy who does it in the movie? Because that's a good voice.
Yeah, but I'm thinking even if it isn't, that you're thinking of the guy in the movie because it's Sark from Tron. That is a David Warner, and Corey Burton did him in Kingdom Hearts 2. Hey, Corey Burton, why does that sound familiar?
Doesn't to me at all. Data transfer.
He's an American voice actor known as the current voice of Ludwig von Drake, Captain Hook, and many other characters for numerous Disney projects. He was Brainiac in the DC animated universe.
I might be thinking of Captain Hook. But...
Oh man! He was several central characters during numerous Star Wars projects. I'm imagining that he was this. I'm going to look actually at the filmography now because...
Hitting him with the disc! Oh! Bean to the face! Get wrecked, Sark!
Now for the MCP. This thing is the MCP?
It's a goof troop.
That's it. Ugly, isn't it?
John,
for an episode.
Don't you understand? We don't need users. We've advanced. They're superfluous. Be a part of me, and together the world will be ours to control.
MCP. You still don't get it, do you?
These are my friends!
I love that thing spinning. Stop.
Oh, that face.
Hi. I am Zordon. Sark, recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
Oh, now he's a superpowered Sark.
So he is, in the Clone Wars, both Count Dooku, all of Count Dooku, Cad Bane, Zero the Hutt,
yep,
Chairman Papanoida, and additional voices. So all I need to know is Cad Bane and Count Dooku.
Yeah, the two big ones.
Crush it. Yeah, who crush it during the Clone Wars animated series. And Cad Bane is probably my favorite. Listen, I'm a Cody guy, but next is probably Bane. I know you're a Rex guy.
Oh yeah, but that also makes sense, right? Like based off of their personalities, you and me.
Yeah, I'm Cody, you're Rex. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But Cad Bane easily is one of the best characters in that show as well. I mean, Cad Bane. Yeah, and he's been in a million other things as like voices. You know. That's why it sounded familiar to me.
Yo, yeah. As soon as you said Dooku, I was like, yup.
He's actually, we've heard him before in this game. He plays Dale, MCP, Santa Claus, Sark, Sean Yu, the Peddler, Yen Sid.
All the old guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for actual Christopher Lee.
Except for Cad Bane, who sounds... To be fair, though, his voice sounds alien in a way that, like, I don't know. Maybe they just the tinge he puts on it, but yeah, the way he does the Cad Bane voice is way, I don't know. It sounds way more authentic than some of his other old voices that he does. He's not even that old of a guy by the looks of it. He's like not young, you know. He looked at 30s, 40s, adult. What the hell is happening here, Kyle?
Here? I don't know.
There's a giant him. I think you have to hit him in the head. Can you target on anything?
No, I was hitting him in the head.
Is there anything you can interact with around the level?
Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted to
Oh. Oh, I wonder if we have to hit the I don't know. Can you hit the MCP?
No, because he's in the air doing air things. I don't know.
What? Reprogram.
Oh, I can hit this wall.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, so because then you'd eventually get access to hit him. Or I guess the wall is him. Listen, we can't have you go out there and hit him because he's a giant floating Zordon. So, oh no, there's a limit gauge on his.
Sark, Rita's escaped.
Indeed. This is an okay fight, though. I actually don't mind this.
Oh yeah, no, this aesthetically and mechanically, I'm fine with this.
This is like a Dark Souls boss at this point. With a gimmick. Corrupt data restored.
Donald, yeah, thanks.
We haven't talked about it on feature, I don't think, but there was a... we haven't looked at anything, but there was a leak of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't discussed this. No, and yeah, we're avoiding that as best we can, obviously.
Yes, we're avoiding all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm
but
going to
apparently
be doing...
the secret ending and all that other stuff wasn't even in the game yet, or they haven't... that hasn't been patched. Delete this thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this makes more sense. And yeah, just for the record too, we're pretty sure we're not going to be in, we're pretty sure we're not going to be starting Kingdom Hearts 3 on time with how much stuff we've got left. I'm going to be doing my
we're hoping to. We're going to get it as close as we can. But
yeah, but I just don't think it's likely.
Yeah. We're close to done Kingdom Hearts 2-ish here.
Yeah, but there's a lot left and stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing left thankfully there's nothing left as long as any of the 3 games we just played, which is a nice thing. But yeah, I don't believe there's anything left that's over 12 hours, which is nice. I think there's at least 2 games that are 12 or 12.
Right, but that's like 24 episodes, right? Like that's still...
exactly. It's still a chunk, everyone, and it does come out at the end of January 29th.
Yeah, but that's a little over a month at this point, Ryan.
Exactly. That gives us a month. I'm not confidently saying we will do it, Kyle. I'm saying we're going to do our best.
Oh yeah, we're going to be as close as we can. But what I was getting at was that
but the reality is we don't know how long some of those movies and other things are, right?
Well, those are going to be one episode, so it doesn't
exactly. But I'm just saying we don't know exactly in terms of time. Like we don't know if they're long enough that we'll only be able to do one in a recording day or what, right? Like until we get to them and experience them, it'll be
yeah. But we will do what we can to avoid spoilers of things.
Yeah. In the very likely event that we are not caught up in time, we will do what we can to avoid any spoilers. And up until then, anyways, because I imagine with the game leaking already, there'll probably be more stuff happening. So
yeah, we'll do our best, but obviously
I can't believe we're in a world where the new Kingdom Hearts is coming out. Like, don't get me wrong, more Kingdom Hearts games have released. It's just not actual numbered sequels.
It's different.
It's been since 2006 since we had a real sequel to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what you say, all you fanboys out there and fangirls, Kingdom Hearts, all the subtitled things, all the games on other consoles, Birth by Sleep, that's not sequels. That's in-universe extended versions of more games. Yeah, exactly. That is like Solo, a Star Wars story in terms of how it fits in universe, right? You're just playing within the universe already. You're not making... There's a difference between that and a proper numbered sequel as far as I'm concerned.
Delete this motherfucker.
So that means 12 years since the last proper numbered sequel. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But then again, Square started to get like that with their RPGs. If you look at Final Fantasy, it started to... Hey, it's been like 10... Well, apparently FF15 they were working on since like the PS2 era. They've been working on that one for a long... it went... And I gotta imagine it must have been hell to develop that because you would have figured that the scope of what you were even doing changed entirely when you switched to PS4, right? And
to PS3 the first time too, right? If it was...
Yes, exactly. Like that game was probably nothing like what the end result was, in the original conception.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't even an open world game back then. Wouldn't stun me. They should have just kept they should have just kept the first level is the game from what we were working on for PS2. The second level, they should have just Or canceled the project and started new. Who knows? I don't think that game did terribly bad for them, though.
No. Oh, fucking, this guy lived with like 1 HP. Get the fuck
I mean,
out
they
of here.
keep using it as a property in other things, in their mobile games, there was a fishing VR game that had all those characters. I think it actually did, from a property-wise, did well for them. I think it was their most successful since 7, actually, is what I heard.
Most of the criticism didn't have anything to
properties.
do with the characters. People actually really enjoyed those.
It was just the game wasn't complete, right? Wasn't there, like, narrative that they've had to patch in and stuff?
I believe that they had
I think
an
a whole
entire
chapter
scene
got patched.
change. So I didn't see any of that because I beat that
neither
game so
did I.
quickly.
I haven't beaten it.
I didn't beat it, but you know, I got to the end and.
Oh, you got to whatever chapter that? Yeah, because it wasn't the end chapter that they patched, but it was close, right?
Yeah, it was like final
late game,
act
but not
stuff.
end game.
But I got through that before that patch went through.
Okay. Yeah. From what I hear, all the patches made it better, and everyone's fine with it now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I would actually. Like,
I remember
we will
really
probably end up
liking
revisiting that at some
the
point.
5 or 6 hours that I played with that. So
Yeah, we'll probably end up revisiting that at some point as a like.
Pajanime feature, yeah.
Pajanime 96. Fucking,
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
We have other things on the schedule for Pajanime right now. At least the next 2 are tentatively slotted in.
Yeah,
but
and
after that, it's
longer
open
things
book.
too. Like that's the. Like.
Yeah. Well, the second one isn't, but the first one will be.
Yeah.
I don't imagine the second one will take us that long.
No,
They're
and
long,
there
but,
also
like,
may be some concurrent.
Compared to
things.
what we've been doing, I mean,
Oh,
Jesus,
yeah,
compared to
fucking-
Kingdom Hearts, everything will be short.
That's a walk in the park.
That's why we started. We started with the most anime of all time. The only
Wow.
way we could ever compete with Kingdom Hearts is if we started doing manga reviews.
Or if we just did all of the Final
manga-
Fantasies in order instead of just doing 10.
Yes,
Right?
instead of just doing 10
Man,
or potentially 15.
Here's the crazy thing about that: 10 in its entirety.
It's actually the simplest. It's probably the most straightforward.
Well,
for
it
as
was
much
only
as 10
53
was actually
episodes.
like, yeah, but I mean in terms of the plot. For as silly as 10 was, like in terms of the stuff it was doing, 10 was actually pretty straightforward in terms of events.
Yeah.
Generally, Final Fantasy games are way more anime than that, and convoluted. And more so character motivations, right? That was not a game that hit character motivations at all.
No, dude, it was so subtle. What are you talking about?
Yeah. That game was like the Saved by the Bell version of Final Fantasy, which is probably why it hit with so many American audiences.
Yeah, that game.
I mean,
the thing
to be
with that
fair, compared to
game,
8 and 9 were not, like, you had to play all 70 hours to really know what the fuck was going on.
it felt like it was written.
There's a couple of twists in that, in 10, I guess, but...
Yeah, well, it felt like it was written by like a bunch of teenagers,
I
right?
learned it from you.
Which is why it would make sense that it feels like Saved by the Bell.
Okay, then I'll tweak your program when I get back to the user world.
You?
Perfect.
Maybe we better not try that.
Yeah.
Also, Kyle, we totally undersold that, but you just beat the boss! Woo!
Oh yeah, fucking, dude, I'm a pro
30
at this
minutes
game.
in.
What do you mean undersold that? That's just normal day.
Okay, fine. But before I crash,
Kyle, by the way, in between episodes, had a chance to look at that genie.
Donald,
Oh yeah, fuck that thing.
and all the users out there, thank
Controversial opinion.
you. You really helped me.
Maybe they need to make it a reverse Tron, where Tron comes out to the real world
You taught
and makes
me
friends.
what
I'm actually down for that.
friendship's really all about.
Tron goes
Never
shopping.
forget it. As soon as
Hates
I
it.
met you, I knew we were
Yeah.
going to defeat
Fucking
the
lines. What the fuck?
What do you mean you can't just instantly access the data you want? God damn it, users, hurry up!
Yeah.
Tron and Larry
User,
David.
you didn't bring your
There
card
go.
with you. This is so inefficient.
Tron would probably just be Larry David, let's get real.
goodbye.
Because I don't understand social constructs. I'm Tron.
We'll see each other again real soon.
Goofy, just
Except we're never going to come back here. What reason do we have to come back here? It's a computer in Ansem's lab.
Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know.
Well, if they have a reason to come back to Ansem's study, I guess. I hope so, actually. That'd be nice for more Tron. Later, Tron, we're all going to give you Persona-style hugs. That your relationship with Tron has grown stronger.
Yeah.
Yet. You can now fuse
Where are you going?
summons of the Tron variety.
Yeah.
The Tron fucking friendship.
Now, whenever
Oh,
Yusuke gets
oh,
takes
jeez, he's
lethal
just gonna do
damage,
that
he might
James
survive
Bond
with
jump
1
from
HP.
Tron.
Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, there was a war going on outside. Maybe the computer is getting fucked. Maybe we shouldn't worry about saving Tron. We should worry about saving ourselves. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Things are settling down in town.
Or
What's up, Yuf-
The only
everything's
Yuffie,
totally
Gareth?
fine.
Wear the local variety. And it looks like there are fewer than
Perfect.
before.
Now if we can just get those 3 back in one piece.
I feel like whoever voiced Aerith in this game is just like,
and
phoned it the
this
fuck
is
in.
our daily double. Sorry, it's my last chance to make that joke.
probably.
How's the town?
Nah, we're done with Tron now.
Okay.
Not a single trace of the MCP either. Everything.
Like, she just phoned in every line.
Everything's sort of back to normal. Who, Aerith? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, it felt like she was reading it to
Yuffie
herself.
at least tries to try to be, the actress who did Yuffie, I felt like added some quirk to the character.
Well, yeah.
You're right,
What it felt like with
Aerith
Aerith is that she was sitting in the booth, they gave her the script for the first time, and she was reading it out loud to herself, and they just took those takes and were like, here you go.
Hey, they didn't have enough time, Kyle. They were too busy making Final Fantasy 15. Because PS2, anyway.
Yep.
It only would come out 10 years later.
Tron is ticklish.
On the next, not the next console, the next console.
Yeah.
How about this?
Please stop that.
Really? We're tickling Tron by typing on the keyboard? Okay, Kingdom Hearts.
I think Tron's been hanging around those guys too.
You know what? Yuffie's right.
Yep. They're just a bunch of goofballs.
Show you something I dug up.
They can't quit ducking around.
Wait, plot?
It's almost like they soar from one joke to the next. Oh, man.
Nice pun. I think we're about to get
Anyway.
plot. Oh, shit.
So, Kyle, this Bastion has been hauled out for a little too long, you know?
Yeah. Boo boo.
And what would you normally see in a Bastion? It wouldn't be hollow. It would be filled with something.
Gatling gun bullets.
Right. I
Maybe.
remember now.
This place isn't called Hollow Bastion. I totally forgot. We probably should have told Sora about this a long time ago. Also, Ryan kind of spoiled this moment because he totally didn't remember.
Thanks, Rejane.
Sid. Thanks, Richie.
Because you forgot.
I know. It's snowing magic. Merlin, have you been getting this into the sauce again?
Just like the old days.
Perhaps I should find a new blend of herb. That was a good delivery, actually.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Merlin's quirkiness is never... He might be a stoner old wizard, but he definitely is... The actor is not phoning it in at all.
No, no, no.
So Kyle will be able to see the moment now because, you know... I'm sure you get what's about to happen at this point.
Town had another name once.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking transform the town or some shit. From Hollow Bastion to something better.
Radiant Garden.
Shit, it's the Radiant Garden! Oh, man! Weird how we couldn't go there before because it didn't exist.
Yeah. This is the world that once was?
Indeed.
A new episode was added. Okay, so now we can do that thing you wanted to do, right?
Yeah! So you've learned that this is the Final Fantasy world, so it's probably not a shocker of what I'm hyped about happening, but yeah.
Hang on, what? Do you know... Postern? Is that where I want to be? I want to go to that place that was like a dead end before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the postern, and then I believe you ran to
down
like
this
where
way.
that... Yes. Remember it was like a cavern, I think, or a cliff?
No, it was a
cliffside
cliff
that
face.
looking up.
It was up, yeah.
Facing a cliff. You'll know it this time because it is obvious. Which is why I... Remember I kept saying, did they change it? Because I couldn't remember it. I just couldn't remember when it was. But it turns out that it was decently late in the game, but not...
Yeah, because literally, the first time
Well, we were just
came
talking
here,
about another thing. Late game, not end game.
The first time we came here, you were trying to get me to go find this place.
Well, I just wanted to remember where it was, to be honest. I couldn't remember when it activated, but I totally forgot about the Radiant Garden twist.
Yeah, and then I was also
And,
like...
to be honest, we're not likely going to be able to do it anyway, but yeah.
I just want to see, though, you know?
It's kind of the game's fault because it sort of teased it at one point 60 hours ago.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, I think we did go the wrong way. Yeah, it was the other way, I guess. No, wasn't the other way the computer?
No, we just left and came back, right? So we're not in the same places.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. That's kind of the problem with them doing the chapter thing, is it kind of bleeds some of the pacing of the worlds that don't feel so continuous. right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like going back to, like, A Whole New World or going back to, like, Pirates of the Caribbean. In some of the cases, going back, like, some of the stories were designed well enough so that you would go back and be like, oh, because like they were self-contained, right? You did one adventure and then you go back and do a new adventure. But some of the cases like this one, like they lead up to a situation where it's like, oh, this chapter is the beginning of this epic battle, but because you can't finish it because you're underleveled, we're gonna have to get back to it when you're done. You know what I mean? It's just like that. That's weird. That's paced oddly.
Shouldn't I be helping my friends in this fight?
You know what games are paced better than that? Resident Evil 4. Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, you're right, yeah. Reminds me of that, actually, the more that I'm looking back at it. Because keep in mind, the last time I would have played Resident Evil 4, I probably had not beaten Mass Effect before. But it reminds me, pacing-wise, of Mass Effect. Resident Evil uses chapter breaks, but it's still very much like, hey, the plot happens, and then we interrupt you. And then the plot happens, and then we interrupt you. Like, yeah. Plot combat, it's a good, healthy mix of that.
Maybe we were going the right way the first time.
Yeah, maybe we were, or maybe it wasn't here. Oh, there it was, Cavern of Remembrance Depths.
No,
Yes.
no, that was not how we got to the thing.
Okay, you sure?
Yes.
Maybe we had to go all the way through the town?
Yeah, I just thought it was away from the town, but it might be through the town. That was the only thing that... Okay, I'm getting pretty close to a level up again.
You know, yeah, too. We don't mind the grinding either. We need to be 50 to go to the...
Or we should be. We're like 44 right now. I think we're about to be 45.
No, I think we're 40, almost 48, I thought.
No.
Maybe I was mistaken.
You're mistaken.
Okay.
I think we have another place we can go before we go to there anyway, though, but I'm not certain.
When you get a second, you can bop and confirm that I'm mistaken.
44.
Okay, yeah. I thought we were higher.
That's probably because you're higher, Ryan.
I've also been seeing numbers and levels in a million games that I watch or play, so at a certain point...
Truth. Okay, no. I was right that we weren't supposed to go into town. Yeah, this was not like this before. Nope.
I don't believe that's what we need to do, but if it isn't, then that is what we need to do. Like, if we don't find anything out here, then at the cliffside, then we do need to ready to go in that guy. But I think we've done that before, haven't we? We've ready go that guy, and it's just an organization member, isn't it? Like, it's the optional organization member boss from this area? It's pretty sure. Because I think there's still 2 optional organization members we have yet to defeat.
Oh, there's several that we haven't even seen yet.
Well, obviously, seen, but I mean, like, I think there's 2 that we've interacted with, but not, like, you know, it's like, they're too tough to kill. I know there was 4 in total I think we've interacted with as optionals, and you've killed 2 of them. You've killed Larxene and the book guy.
Well, the book guy was
no, you also killed...
one.
the book guy was required, right? No, it was the guitar lightning guy or whatever.
Yeah, we killed him too.
Or not wave, the wave light guitar guy, you know?
Yeah, that was the guy where we discovered that one mechanic with the fight, remember?
Yeah. But he was optional.
The guy that we discovered the anti-form, that was not optional. That was required. That was the reason I got so frustrated with that fight, was because I was like, I have to do this, and
Well, there's been more than one. Larxene wasn't the only optional...
No, Marluxia we ran into, and we weren't able to beat him, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. There's just so many organization members, man. They bleed. The ones with personality stand out, like Axel and Larxene. But Axel and Larxene were more involved in the plot in Rechain, so we knew that. We knew about them.
Yeah.
Sort of Marluxia, but then there's also Laxius, Zalin, Zenmus,
well, Zenmus
Zaldin.
Yeah.
There's just that. Listen, we've got about 6 or 7 of them, right? Roxas is technically a member.
Yep.
He's one of them. He was 13, right? That was actually what he was. He was the shittiest member. Feels like it goes by age. Like rank 1 is the highest or oldest.
Well, it's supposed to be, but remember, what's his tits? Marluxia was 11, and he was like jumping fucking over.
Oh yeah, maybe it seems like they compete over rank, except for Roxas, who I guess is stuck at the shittiest rank. Maybe he's just got inducted. There we go.
That's Sephiroth, and that's the thing.
All right, Kyle, approach, and I'll just be quiet.
Am I just about to get wrecked by Sephiroth? Is that what I'm doing here?
Beats me.
Should I have saved, Ryan?
By the way, you 3. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure.
Did you just trick me into a Sephiroth fight, Ryan?
Well, that's an interesting sword you're carrying.
It's a candy cane.
I see. So that's a Keyblade. And I suppose you
love
must be its
Sephiroth's
chosen wielder.
Voice
So
actor's
what
so
if
good.
I am?
Kenny Omega.
I wonder if it won't change its mind once I defeat you. Show me.
You wanted me to fight Sephiroth the first time we showed up at Hollow Bastion when I was like level 6.
Oh, you forgot to press triangle at the beginning of the fight. There's a quick time event at the start of the fight that auto kills you. Thanks for playing. That's what I wanted to show you. Because I just stumbled upon this. I was like, oh, there's Sephiroth. And then he just quick time event kills you. So yeah, you see how you had to spam triangle the moment the fight starts? If you do not do that, he instantly either kills you or brings you down to where you were, which
1
was
HP.
Which was 1 HP. And that happens every time you fight him. So if you decide to show up and forget to be on the ball, well, you're at 1 HP or dead. Because I think you pressed 1, because it's more than 1, right? It was you.
Yeah, I got one of them and missed the rest.
Yeah, if you had not gotten that one of them, you would have died. He just would have killed you. Which, I don't know, to me that was always the moment of like, okay, this is when the, you know, is that not a Dark Soulsian? Like,
Did you also see how many health bars he had?
I know. The game just says fuck you in that moment. That's what I love about it.
So, you were trying to get me to go fight him at like level 6.
I just couldn't remember when it was. I wasn't trying to get you to fight him then. I wanted you to see the fuck you insta-kill. But I feel like it's better to see it when you have a higher health bar.
Yeah, because it means more. If he fucking one-shots me when I'm level 6, it's like,
yeah.
Of course he did.
And then, of course, I had to explain it. It's a one-shot no matter what your health bar is if you fuck it up. So,
which is great.
Yeah. That's a good, you know, because they had to mix it up. After establishing him in the Coliseum as as the hardest boss in the game before, he's not the hardest boss in the game in this one. Like, once we're higher level, you can beat him. I beat him with not relative ease, but like he's hard, but not.
Oh, we never got the fucking thing from here.
No, we needed
Thundaga, which I have.
Sorry,
I do have Thundaga.
Yeah. The only hard part about him is that it's easy to forget and get fucked up in that first QuickTime event thing.
Yeah, I need to see
and I believe he sometimes does that again in later phases of the fight. Like it's one of those QuickTime event just attacks that's just like, hey. But thankfully they give you a second to do it. Not much more than a second, but
you can just start spamming it immediately. But
that's pretty much what you have to do. Yeah, you have to just spam triangle.
Because to my credit, I did get the first one.
Yeah, well, I don't think you realized what was going on for a second there, which is the whole bit. That's the whole reason. That was my moment because I was like. That happened to me. I was like, okay, Gabe, okay, you want to do this? I got you.
And, yeah, apparently we did want to do this.
But we will probably go back and beat Sephiroth for this game because he's not nearly as hard as he was in the other game.
We might, but for the sake of pacing of the series, we might make all that, like, a later thing.
Okay, like, seriously, I'm telling you, like, it wouldn't... Like, you could probably do it level 50.
Okay. In that case, then, what we might do, just for the sake of pacing of series, is we might, like, record all of that, but we might not, like, you know, show me trying to beat him for, like, 4 hours. Like, it would depend on how
yeah, like, that's
goes.
the thing. I think it really just depends on how long we grind at it. Like, I honestly think you could probably, I remember beating him on, like, my 3rd or 4th attempt when I was playing. Like, he was challenging enough that it took me a few tries, but it wasn't, like, frustratingly hard like the original Sephiroth was. Like, I feel like that's why they introduced the QuickTime mechanic that can insta-kill you, because that's their, hey, we're going to make this more frustrating by doing that, but not having him be just so impossible. Like, he might still have the thing where you're not, you know, that you hate, where as you don't get any indication you're damaging him, but you're damaging him until you break his shield.
They've fixed that with, like, these games. They've gotten better with that, right?
Okay. Like, and again, I can't remember, but he might not have that. Sorry we're ignoring this song for everyone who loves...
No, it's a fucking song.
We've already solved all the problems here now anyway. Ursula's dead. This is just a happy-go-lucky, the end of fucking Legend of Zelda song.
I think the reason that was the thing before, like in the first game, is because it was an indication that they had maxed out a health bar, and they wanted it to be, longer than that. Because they only had like 5 health bars, right? To its credit, as soon as Rechain came around, they had like the dots in the health bar instead, and they kept that for this game.
Have we not seen that in this one, though?
Sorry?
Have we not seen the mechanic where you were hitting them and it wouldn't do damage because it was like a shield that you couldn't see?
No, that was at the end where sometimes it was just like, oh, just fuck you, we have, like,
you've killed them, but they decided that they're immune because of some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
In the first game, the health bar had the different colors. This game doesn't do that, right?
Oh, it gives you ticks and that's it, yeah.
Right. They just had like
Yep, okay.
It never
I
had like
gotcha.
the little you know the little bubbles that show like this how many
Yeah.
more bars he has.
Then for sure that you should be able to beat him around 50-ish. I remember Googling it too in the guide, but it was so many episodes ago. But like some people said that like try to be level 60, but some people were saying they beat him level 45, and it took him harder tries, but like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
most people recommended 50 to 52 to 55. I think once we beat the game, like you know what I mean, I think it'll just be an easy hey, let's come back and one episode, if you will, or 2 episodes at most,
Yeah.
Provided that you don't get caught up. Again, the only issue will be you getting caught up on the attack at the beginning, and then he does that again. Like, I feel like they introduced that at different tiers. Like, you got him halfway, and then you got him on his last health bar. He then decides to be like, hey, I'm making sure you're on the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also remember that being a really good fight. Quote me if I'm wrong, Kingdom Hearts fans, but I remember Cloud showing up when you.
What
beat
might
him,
be fun to
so-
do with that instead of having it be like an episode is that we could like live stream that. Just like after we'd have to wait until the episode had released.
I
Obviously,
wouldn't mind doing that for any side or optional bosses that we missed in Kingdom Hearts 1 as well.
Yeah, we could make that
I know
like
we
a
have
thing.
yeah, because then we could go back to. Well, it'll take some grinding off air to get to the point to do Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1, but yeah.
Yeah.
Which means we are free to
And if Kyle's getting frustrated by him in Kingdom Hearts 1, he could always controller share too. I could maybe give her a shot.
Yep. Yeah, because at that point we're
Not
past-
for this one. You'll be able to handle it fine for this
Yeah.
one. Anyways. Sorry, Ariel. We're not giving you the airtime you deserve.
Fuck
but
you, Ariel. Whatever.
We've made it known that we're not big Atlantica fans.
I mean, this world was better than the other one because you didn't have to fucking get lost for 2 episodes.
Well, you mean you could go on autopilot during a musical sequence and we could
And
just
have a
talk
whole
about Sephiroth?
conversation about a different boss from this game.
The other boss that's way radder, yeah.
Yeah. So,
That wanted to kill you in one hit.
all right. So, are we supposed to go back to Twilight Town?
Looks like it.
Yeah. You know
There's
what?
a
I also
chapter
should
there.
have. We'll get through
Kyrie was
whatever
here, but she
cutscenes here.
was kidnapped by Axel. Yeah, I feel like we're in wrap-up mode here before we do End of the World. Or sorry, the land.
You know what?
that time forgot.
Goofy agrees with
The
you.
land that never was. The land that never was.
Yeah.
It's one of the. Jesus, there's too many of them. Gorsh. We are Goofy. Oh, maybe Roxas showed up.
Yeah.
He showed up in the picture, isn't it? Like, so it's like Back to the Future.
Maybe.
We fixed all the things that we were supposed to fix, so now the timelines are all normal.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to call this episode.
Brother and
though,
sister
Ryan.
aren't dead.
In the next
Yep.
one, we'll continue through Twilight Town.
In the next one, our mom will mistakenly call us Calvin Klein and hit on us. in the
Yeah,
past,
that didn't
so,
get weird at all.
yeah.
Thanks for
That
joining
movie,
us,
so.
everybody. See
Yep.
you guys next time.
See ya.